bastard! Don't contact me if you're not going to explain it clearly. Do you hear me? Hello? Hello?
She threw the phone and herself onto the bed and then buried her face in a pillow crying. I sighed and pulled out a tissue from the box and held it out of her. It was the second time in a week that Sue had argued with her boyfriend. Hello, my name's Aisha. I'm a genuinely good girl and always dreamed that I would have a beautiful love relationship like the one female main characters had in Korean movies I saw. But my heart fluttered at the sight of a bad guy. Are you curious about my story? Please like and subscribe to the LDA channel to listen to it. Sue and I have been best friends since we were in college, and we were willing to share everything. After graduating, the two of us decided to rent an apartment together. Contrary to my overthinking personality, Sue was a laid-back and straightforward girl, and a lot of guys wanted to date her. While I never had a relationship, Sue changed 3 boyfriends in a year. For the past few months, she had been getting to know a new boyfriend. Although I never met him, I concluded that he was a bad guy from the way he treated Sue. I sat her up, wiped the smudged makeup off her face, and asked, "What happened this time?"
I found out that his collar had a woman's lipstick on it. But I never used that collar. I called him to ask about it, but he didn't bother to explain and hung up on me.
I was angry and hit the pillow on the bed hard.
This bastard!
I told you, you should have broken up with him. There's no lack of men in this world. You're so beautiful. Why should you cling to him?
But he...
No buts. Listen to me. I just want the best for you. Sue wiped her tears, went to the fridge, took out 2 cans of Coke, opened them, and handed one to me.
You're right. There's no need to cling to someone like that. I will leave that guy. Cheers! Cheers!
It was not because I was single that I advised my friend to break up, but I could not let her give her heart to a womanizer like him. I did not see her contacting her boyfriend for a few days. And then, that night, I saw Sue putting on her beautiful makeup preparing to go out. I walked over to the dressing table and helped her choose a suitable lipstick. Gazing at her beautiful face in the mirror, I smiled with satisfaction. It's perfect, girl. Now, you're dressed up and look so pretty. What's the good news?
I'll tell you later. I have to go now or I'll be late. He's waiting for me at the gate.
Who is he? Have you got a new boyfriend? I really admire getting over.
There's no other person. It's still Henry.
My face was distorted when I heard Sue mention that name. Oh gosh, I advised her so much and she got back together with him. I shook my head, got into bed, and angrily stared at the novel I was reading. Of course, I was angry, but after a few days, I did not even bother to talk to her. Sue was so busy enjoying the chemistry between her and her boyfriend and ignored me. One morning on my way back home, a delivery guy on a motorbike steered the vehicle from side to side uncontrollably and nearly hit me. Suddenly, a hand pulled me back, and the momentum made me fall into the chest of that person. I unconsciously lingered and smelled a masculine scent. Seeing that I was being rude, I quickly raised my head to separate myself from him. As he bent down, my head hit his chin hard. I rubbed my head in confusion. Then I could see his face clearly. Oh my God! Why was he so handsome with a frown? That beauty was not inferior to the male leads in the movies I often watch. I approached him to ask, but he opened his mouth first.
Are you hurt? Why are you so careless?
His deep voice was so attractive. Was he interested in me? Suppressing the joy in my heart, I answered, "Thank you. Sorry, I was startled earlier, so
It's okay. Do you live nearby? My name is..."
Before he could finish his sentence, I heard Sue's voice from behind me.
Honey, are you here already?
She ran past me and hugged the boy in front of her. Seeing me, Sue was quite surprised.
Are you here too, Aisha? Great. Allow me to introduce my boyfriend. It's the Henry I told you about all the time.
It hit me like a thunderbolt. The wonderful guy in front of my eyes was the promiscuous guy? My good impression of him was immediately half. Yes, halved. His good looks helped him keep the other half. When I knew the young guy before me was Sue's boyfriend, I lost all interest in him. That night, suddenly, I received a message from an unknown account.
Hi, I'm Henry. Did you get the drink I bought for you?
I glanced at the back on a table that Sue just handed me, sighed, and wondered how the hell could he text me. But it was impolite not to answer. He was the one who helped me anyway. Thank you. I got it. It's so embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to buy me another drink. I thought with my answering politely like that, he probably would not disturb me anymore. But I was wrong. Henry quickly texted back.
Don't worry. I hope you like it. What happened this morning must have freaked you out. Try something sweet. It will make you feel better.
The first time I received attention from a guy made me a little emotional, but my reason reminded me to regain my composure quickly. He was my best friend's boyfriend, and moreover, the kind of person I hated the most. I could let my guard down. But out of courtesy, I replied to every message he sent. Henry talked very well. He and I texted all night long, and I fell asleep with my phone still in my hand. As a result, the next morning, I woke up late and then frantically ran after the bus, but still could not catch it. Unfortunately, one of the heels of my clogs broke, and I collapsed helplessly on the roadside. A motorbike passed by. Suddenly, it backed up and stopped beside me. I looked up, and the person who had just got off the bike and took off his helmet was Henry. He approached me and gently sat down to fix the heel of my clogs. Henry spoke with a deep voice.
Does your leg hurt? Take my hand and try to get up.
Looking at Henry's serious face, I did not resist and did as he said. It really hurt a bit, and I probably sprained my ankle. I winced, staggered to my feet, and almost fell. Henry immediately wrapped his arms around my waist to support me.
Be careful. Let me take you to the hospital.
No need. I have to go to work right away. I'm going to be late.
Then let me take you there.
I was about to refuse, but Henry lifted me up on the motorbike and helped me put on my helmet. Our faces were close together, and I could feel Henry's breath. My heart skipped a beat, and fortunately, the hat helped me hide my blushing face. Sitting on the driver's seat, Henry pulled my hands around his waist.
You should hold on tight or you'll fall.
I quickly pulled my hands back, trying to keep a distance between me and him. Did he want to take advantage of me and make me hug him? He should not dream. The bike sped away, and my whole body immediately fell on Henry's back. The bike was gathering speed. My hands reached his waist obliviously. Although I showed my opposition to everything Henry did, I did not know how long I had been enjoying his presence. After work, I was surprised to see that Henry was still at the door waiting for me. Why are you still here? Henry repeated his actions that morning, pulling me onto the bike.
You're done, right? I said I would take you to the hospital. Let's go.
My defense started to waver before this guy, and maybe he was not as obnoxious as I thought. Was it possible that my grudge against Henry before was just a misunderstanding? His concern would confuse a girl who never loved before. After returning from the hospital, Henry invited me to dinner. Although I insisted on refusing, Henry never seemed to listen and just did it as he wished. Henry stopped in front of the convenience store and pulled me aside. Seeing me pondering for a long time, in front of a candy aisle, he deliberately blocked the camera's view of the candies and then grabbed a bunch of candy bars and put them in his pocket. I looked at him in surprise. What if he was discovered? Suddenly, Henry took my hand and ran to the door. So suddenly that I felt like an idiot under his control. The two of us got onto his motorbike and sped off. My God, it was crazy. My hands wrapped around Henry's waist. My face pressed against his back. Strangely, I was a little interested and curious about where he would lead to me. The bike stopped near a riverbank, from where we could see colorful lights from the bridge in the distance. We leaned back on the motorbike and looked at the scene in front of us. Henry took candy out of his pocket and gave it to me. My face was so hilarious. We both looked at each other and laughed. This bad guy. Experience was new and fascinating for a girl like me. The distance seemed to be close. Maybe I could stop my little heart from being made flutter by that interesting guy. After that day, Henry and I talked more often. From me, just replying to messages out of politeness, to me starting to feel excited every time I receive a text message. The phone did not leave my hand ever. The silly smile I wore looking at the phone screen made Sue tease me constantly. Maybe I was enchanted by him. Henry was not only good at talks, but also very talented and knew how to please girls. Every day, I receive a lovely gift for no reason whatsoever. And what kind of girl did not love that? The most special gift was a drawing. Henry remembered my smile at the foot of the bridge that day and drew it. I did not know what my relationship with Henry back then should be called. Something more than friendship, but definitely not love. How could it be love when he was still my best friend's boyfriend? Even though there were some moments when I selfishly wanted to have him to myself. Henry spending most of his time with me meant he would ignore Sue, which made her very sad. Seeing my friend suffer, I felt extremely guilty. My actions were wrong. I could not continue to have a relationship with Henry like that. I tried to ignore Henry, refused his invitations, and did not reply to his texts. I wanted to stay away from that walking red flag. But Henry was a master. When the prey he caught wanted to get out of his sight, he would use all means to keep them. Like he was participating in a role-playing game. Henry transformed into a passionate guy who, regardless of the weather, would still wait for me after work. He even did crazy things to draw my attention to him. Like an idiot. I suppose Henry was afraid of losing me and fell in love with him again. Me hiding my boyfriend's identity made Sue suspicious. One day, when I went to pick up the goods delivered, Sue read her messages and realized that she was cheated the whole time.
Huh. It's hard to believe. I got cuckolded by my boyfriend and my best friend.
Sue,
How did you and he start?
Can you hear me explain?
I thought you would never fall in love with someone like Henry. In the past, you always said that you hate flirts. No wonder you advised me to break up with him time and time again.
It's not like that. I really wanted the best for you that time.
Wanted the best for me by stealing my boyfriend. That's great, my dear.
The conversation led nowhere. Sue quickly packed up all her things and left the house while I was consumed by guilt. Before she left, she did not forget to warn.
There's one thing I want to remind you. If Henry can leave me for you, then one day he will do the same to you. Goodbye.
Ignoring Sue's advice, I assumed she was just jealous and I stole his boyfriend. I thought I was the winner in the end, but Henry refused to go public with our relationship. He wanted it to be ambiguous. The damn reason he gave me made me feel very sad, but there was no way to refute it. He said he did not want people to think I was the one who ruined his relationship with Sue. The more I put up with Henry, the more unreasonable he became. His attitude became more and more different from what he was in my imagination. The feeling of enjoyment when we texted was gone. I even started to get tired of waiting. Henry's whereabouts and movements also become a mystery. He rarely told me where he was and what he was doing. What the hell was going on between us? Could it be that what Sue warned me before she left was true? I could not let that happen. From the moment I confirmed I had a crush on Henry, I had been hoping I could conquer him and make him my own. I had to do everything so Henry could not get bored and leave me. If Henry liked sexy girls, then I would try to be sexy. The eyeliner was so bold. I changed the lipstick color and put on unfamiliar clothes. Looking in the mirror, I did not recognize myself anymore. What did I get in return? Henry's enjoyment for a very short time. Henry also liked girls with hot bodies, so I told myself I had to lose weight. The fastest way was fasting and exercising. But fasting for a long time put me in a poor health, and I fainted on the way home from work. When I woke up, the person sitting next to the hospital bed holding my hand was Sue, and the worried expression she wore made me not dare to face her. I grabbed the phone on the table and checked it, but there was no text or call from Henry. I was so embarrassed that I burst into tears, frantically dialing the number, but Sue stopped me. She picked up her phone and called Henry and turned on the speaker.
It's me. Do you still have my number? Would you like to go out for a drink tonight?
Of course, it's not easy to receive an invitation from a beauty. I'm always willing.
After hanging up, Sue took the phone from my hand and sent Henry a text. I'm not feeling well and had to be hospitalized. Can you be by my side? 10 minutes later, I receive a reply from Henry.
Sorry, honey. I've been busy. Remember to eat well. Tomorrow, I will come and pick you up from the hospital.
The bitter smile on my face was the same as Sue's when she found out Henry was having an affair. I could not lie to myself anymore. My tears kept rolling down nonstop. Sue, sitting next to me, pulled out a tissue and handed it to me. Was that scene familiar? It was just like what I did. I think you should... I raised my hand to stop her from talking. And then I picked up her phone and called Henry.
I'm here. You just hung up the phone and already missed me that much?
Do you recognize my voice?
Aisha, you... Listen to me.
Let's end it. Don't ever appear in our lives again. Without letting him say another word, I immediately put his number on the block list. I sighed heavily, resting my head on Sue's shoulder, who also hugged me. The two of us looked at the sky through the window. That's ridiculous. No matter how picky you are, you still end up choosing the wrong person.